Welcome to the presentation video of our course on contactless payment. My name is Hervé and I'm the instructor for this course. I have 10 years of strong technical experience in the card payment industry. I worked in companies like Gemalto, Overture, UL and an EMV security lab. And what makes me qualified to teach this online course is that I developed a formalized payment education program for South Africa. So I've interacted with students just like you, and I know what works in a technical training course and what doesn't. Contactless payment is accepted just about anywhere these days. The consequence is that there is a growing need for people with strong knowledge of the mechanics of contactless payment. Contactless is slightly more complicated than EMV because the card brands went their separate way to be first on the market with a working solution, and those solutions were later shoehorned into the contactless EMV specifications, with different kernels. But we're here to help you make sense of all that. 600 hours have gone into creating the course, which contains 8 hours of taught lessons, 15 exercise sheets to fully assimilate the learning, and 7 quizzes to test yourself. You'll get real practical expertise coming out. After taking this course, you'll understand the general concepts about contactless payment. You'll know where to find information. You'll understand how outcomes are processed. You'll be able to navigate through transactions in Maxtrap mode and in EMV mode. And you'll be able to troubleshoot failing contactless transactions. And you will live with our flowchart diagram to guide you in your analysis. Here's what's in it for you. You'll learn from an expert. Believe me, everything I teach, I've done so many times I could do with my eyes closed. You'll build your initial knowledge so that you can start your upward momentum. As you increase your skills, your organization will allow you to work on more interesting projects and you'll get more skills. It's a virtuous circle, and this course will give you the spark to start it. This is an e-learning course, so you can progress it at your own speed and on your own schedule. It typically takes 2 to 3 full-time days to complete the course, but you can take it over a longer period, maybe just 1 or 2 hours a day. Make it fit your schedule. The course is taught in a manner understandable by non-experts, from the ground up. You should have some knowledge about EMV coming in, but we start the course with a recap of the concepts you need. And you'll get a certificate when you complete the course. The learning path is one of increasing complexity, with building blocks to construct the contactless knowledge, and practical exercises and quizzes to keep students engaged. The course contains 15 practical exercises with the guided analysis of more than 50 transaction logs. The course starts with a reminder of the EMV notions that are still relevant for contactless, including its transaction flow and how tags, TLV, and DOLs work. The contactless journey then starts, with an introduction on contactless payment and its different outcomes, with a review of the specifications involved, and with a quick dive into how it works at a low level. You will also learn about how the different card brands manage the transaction flow, and you will see how EMV tries to create a unique payment experience with display messages, light, and audio. The course continues with a reminder of the cryptographic concepts that are still relevant for contactless, including transaction authorization and offline data authentication. It then introduces and looks into the technicalities of contactless transaction authorization for Maxtrap and EMV modes, and of how FDDA works. The learning journey continues with a deep dive into contactless Maxtrap mode, from the high-level concept all the way to the APDUs involved, and how terminals retrieve the Maxtrap track for the online authorization message. The rest of the course is about EMV mode. The course starts on this topic with a look at the common elements of contactless EMV mode, introducing the high-level concept, discussing the cardholder verification methods applicable to contactless, and reviewing the kernel's outcome parameters. The learning journey continues with a deep dive into the transaction flow and the APDUs for TTQ-driven kernels, Visa, Discover, UnionPay. It looks at the new tags introduced specifically for contactless, which help transactions be processed faster. It explains how CVM selection is performed on those kernels and how processing restrictions are enforced. It also briefly looks at how issuer scripts can be processed on those kernels. The course then provides similar coverage of the other kernels, MasterCard, American Express, and JCB. The transaction flow and the overall process is different, and the course highlights those differences and takes the student through how the APDUs are used with those kernels to complete transactions. In the final chapter, the course provides a guided method to perform transaction analysis and troubleshooting, which includes a couple of diagrams that you can download and print. This method is based on my 10-year experience performing such analysis. The course also takes you through 5 examples of contactless transactions being analyzed with those troubleshooting diagrams. I created this course so that it can help everyone who needs strong contactless payment technical knowledge to be effective and efficient in their work. This includes roles in areas such as payment terminal EMV certification, payment terminal integration, payment terminal development or quality assurance, troubleshooting transaction failures for banks or acquirers, chip card issuance, chip card development or quality assurance, consulting in any of those areas, and many others. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with us through the contact menu or by email at team@paytech-academy.com.